You need to view fat loss like surfing on a wave. Let me explain why. Too often when you decide to get in shape, you just think, right, it's time to go. I'm going in that direction. Almost like you're getting on a train. But the reality of the body is the body talks back to you. You can't just say I'm going to eat hardly any food and expect nothing to come back. And that's why it's like being a surfer. And the goal is to get on the surfboard and take that wave or a series of waves back to shore. And based on how you act, the size of the wave will change. And if you want to avoid surfing huge, massive monsters like this, then you need to be careful about your approach. So what affects the size of a wave? How much you're under eating per day, so how much less than what you need. How much fat have you lost during the recent weeks and months? And the more you've lost, the bigger the undercut, the larger the wave becomes. And most people cannot handle these waves. So what you need to do is make sure that you check your behavior so it doesn't get too difficult to surf. And then also, like with surfing, accept that you may need to have a rest between the waves. So you might go forward for a bit, lose 4 kilograms, surf that wave, you get off, or if you don't get off, the wave might get too big and knock you off. You then brush yourself off, and when you're ready, you pick up the next wave. And very much like surfing, it is a skill. So you can get better at doing it just through practice, 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 and then you'll get better. And all of a sudden, it doesn't become so difficult and perhaps even becomes quite enjoyable. So the key for you, though, is to make sure that the wave doesn't get too big. And you can never outbeat Mother Nature. If you make it too hard, the wave will get huge, and at some point, it will knock you off. So make sure you're always in control of how it's going forwards.